Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here, ready to continue the Confederate campaign in legendary mode of Ultimate General Civil War. This is the next big, ugly battle awaiting me on the map, the Battle of Chickamauga. It's, again, one of those ones that I'm unsure I'm going to be able to win. I'm certainly going to do my best if the opportunity presents itself to get a victory. But I'm not going to go in anticipating a victory. I'm going to play for a draw, but at least one other time I played for a draw and ended up being able to get a win. So I'm going to hope that happens again here. Like other multi-day battles, I have not fully stocked my force. I'm going in with 45,000 men. I anticipate he'll have somewhere in the neighborhood of 60,000 on the second day of the battle. And so I'm going to save, I've got about 13,000 reserves or so. That should get me close to his number if I do everything right in this first phase. So this is, historically, was a very interesting battle. It was the largest Confederate victory of the Western theater during the entire war. But strategically, it was a defeat because Bragg failed to follow it up. By pursuing the Union Army, and it turned into long-term a strategic defeat, even though it was a tactical victory. So basically going to talk through my strategy for day one, which is what this video is going to be. It's just going to be day one. Day one's all about securing the bridges. You have to secure the bridges to win day one, or the battle ends in a defeat. So there's Alexander's Bridge, or Reed's Bridge, I think, up here, which is going to be a little challenging. Alexander's Bridge, which should be fairly easy. And then we've got the two crossings that'll open up down here. And we just need to hold all of those by the end of September 18th. So this is all about waiting until the right time. And the right time is not right now for this first part anyway. So I want to get my troops close right here, but not so close that they come under fire from the enemy, at least not yet. So the first phase of troops is these ones here. Next, I will get some troops that will cross the bridge right here, and that's going to be tricky, is kind of establishing the bridgehead right here, because there's some cavalry all over the place with repeating rifles, and they will tear me to shreds. So I'm basically going to get just enough across to be able to hold this objective and then hang tight the best I can, and then I'm going to get reinforcements that come in right here in the middle. And those are the ones that I will send to support up here, but also down here. So we'll kind of get into position, get ready for all of that. And as things happen, I'll jump in and out instead of just making you sit here and watch while nothing's going on. All right, so with 57 minutes to go, here comes Fife, my first unit to get in position. He's immediately going to come under some major attack. Fife's probably going to have the most casualties among any of my units in this first day fight. He's going to get lit up pretty good, really, to be honest. But somebody has to do that. You can see he gets fired on before he's even got a chance to get into position. You've got Minty's cavalry here, and then you've got this 3-star 123rd Illinois that I don't even want to get within range of them firing. So I'm going to sit Fife right there. He's close enough to hold the objective, and I don't need him to get any closer than that. Actually, we'll keep these 10-pounders right there. Gonna get my Gad over here just so he can help fire, but that's as close as I really want him to be. All right, and here will come our last phase of reinforcements. You can see Fife's already lost 150 men and counting. And this is where we've got to really kind of time things well, if possible. I'll send these three all immediately down. I'm actually going to send Lily a little more this way because I think there's probably some cavalry up here. You see, Fife's already lost 250 men. I'm actually going to back them up just a hair. Make them come to me. So now what I have to do here is I need to try and time this so that I'm hitting him from front and from the flank at the exact same time. Best I can. And I'm going to try something a little different. Typically what I've done on this battle is once I push through over here and take this bridge, I start sending my troops down to hit the other crossing from the rear. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to try something different, and I think it may work. I don't need to go any further here than this unless he tries to advance and take this objective back. Alright, so Minty actually crossed with his cavalry. I wasn't expecting that, but this seems to fit with the more aggressive AI that we've seen as of late. Alright, I need to move up. Get another volley in on this cavalry. Oh, yes. He's gone. He is toast. I love it. Alright, let's see what's happening up here. Good. They're largely leaving me alone. Alright, I need to get these guys down here. I got up to the river a little quicker than I wanted to. Alright, there goes the 72nd Indiana. Now we'll go ahead and start pushing across the bridge. And we'll drive off the other Indiana unit. I'm going to keep Lily up here because I know there's got to be some more cavalry up there somewhere. I'm going to move Merritt over so he's a little closer to the rest of these guys. Alright, let's get Frank to kind of hold tight. These guys are all 3 stars and they're just going to light me up. So I basically want to take the objective and then hold tight. We're actually going to halt this crossing for now. Alright, so there's phase 1, and we're about to do phase 2, which will be to secure the other river passages. Alright, so now we've got 2.5 hours. We've got to capture these last couple of fords. And we'll get some more troops to do that with. I'm going to pause for just a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this right here. And we're going to come down with them. And deal with those couple of crossings. I also want to, just out of an abundance of caution, put some skirmishers up here. Because I just fear there's some cavalry roaming out here somewhere. Although those may be the folks that I destroyed. I want to get Lily down here and turn the flank of the 92nd Illinois. Alright, we got to back Frank up a little bit, though, because he's getting fired on by 2 guys. Alright, everybody else is going to start heading down this way. O'Hare's Ohio Outlaws are going to hang tight. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold these 2 right where I am. That one and this one here. And then just use brute force to just pile through on these 2 crossings. I'll pile through this one, get a kind of a toe hold, and then push over here and take the last one. I've got some more troops I haven't gotten yet that I should be getting in pretty soon. Looks like Frank broke. I gotta go up and deal with this battery. One more volley should cause that battery to break off. Jeez, Frank, keep running, why don't you? Alright, there goes the battery. Everything's looking pretty secure here. He's pulling back. It's too late for me to send any of these units down to help out. I left this hole right here, and he's going to try to plug it. I'm a little nervous I didn't leave enough men up here to hold this objective. You know what, with 2 hours, maybe I can send a unit down there to help. They may run into opposition in the meantime. Yeah, there goes Huger. I was a little nervous about this. And he's sending more help down there now, too. I'm going to stay in these woods. Come on, Huger. Hang right there, Frank. Alright, yeah, we're going to hang tight with everybody here until my last reinforcements come. Orphan Brigade should be able to handle these guys. Alright, we're turning the tide in the center. Hold on. Here comes the cavalry that I knew would sneak up on me at some point. I'm going to back the Orphan Brigade up. Now, how is their rear getting flanked? I have them facing that way. Well, they were facing that way. They're supposed to be facing that way. Alright, we're just about into position for this attack. I think the last group of troops I'm going to get isn't really going to be much use to me. And here they come. Yeah, it's just going to be some skirmishers. And, oh, there's another brigade, though. That actually may come in handy at some point. Alright, here we go. So we're going to lead with the 1-star brigade. Let him take the brunt of this. And I'm just going to rush everybody across. These 20-pounders are going to take a while to get into position. Make sure everything's okay here. Looks like it is. Ah! Merritt got snuck up on. So always got to be careful of that. Especially in this battle. That will happen a lot. People will kind of appear out of nowhere. Alright, we gotta run Sems across. No, don't stop and fire. Go. Don't stop and fire. Ugh. I don't want him to stop and fire. I want him to move. Alright. Let's try this again with Merritt. I'm going to move him down this way now. Alright, we're going to push him off. If I get really lucky, I may cause him to surrender. There we go. Perfect. Now here's where I got to be careful that I don't get flanked. I've got an hour and 12 minutes to take this last objective. But the nice thing is the second I take it and then the contested thing ticks down, then day one of the battle's over. Probably not going to matter a whole lot, this artillery, because by the time I get into position to actually be of use, day one will be over. Alright, slow down. We got time, and my condition is poor right now on these units. So I need to give them a chance to kind of catch their breath before I go after this last one. Plus it gives me a chance to get the artillery into position. Just keep an eye out on what's happening here. Alright, he's actually moving. Or at least Ray's moving. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't run. Wait, back up, Harland. Slow down here. So he abandoned that position. Excellent. So 13 minutes and phase one is over. Day one is over. So we'll rush that along so I don't have to deal with this little artillery duel I've got going on here. Okay, that's day one of the Battle of Chickamauga. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We've got to see what we're going to be up against because I really have no idea. I'm guessing about 60,000. This was one of the few battles where the Confederates actually slightly outnumbered the Union. Didn't happen very often. So I've got about 40,000, 131 guns. He's got almost 60,000. But I've got 13,000 here. So it's going to end up being fairly close. He's only going to outnumber me by about 5,000 men. And if I play relatively a conservative battle and keep my forces tight-knit, that should give me an advantage. So I don't have a lot of money, but I've got a lot of troops. So I've really got to concentrate on cheap or free, which I've got a lot of these farmers that I can max out some of these units with. And those, of course, are all free. And that's where most of those troops are going to come from. But now we have to think a little bit about other places where I might replace people for a relatively cheap amount. And to those of you who may be a little OCD, these numbers aren't going to excite you too much because they're all going to be odd. Oh, we've got a new 2-star unit here.
Yes, sir.
So we'll look for units that use weapons that I've got a surplus of, at least to start out.
Sir, yes, sir.
And then we'll start spending money to replace some of the others.
Sir, yes, sir.
Run out of palmettos. Alright. So still got 4,000 men. So I've just got to choose carefully. So I can get every last one of those men squeezed in somewhere.
Sir, yes, sir.
Let's look at what I've got. I do have some cavalry weapons available to me. Alright, so at least all my cavalry's up to 500 now. I've got another unit here. Alright, so 1,500 men left. Where can we put them? I've got $33,000 left. But I want to get every one of those men in if I can. I think that'll do the trick there. Paper collar, those are expensive weapons. Probably not going to do that. We'll go here because these are 1842s. A few veteran troops. Alright, we're going to get just about all of them in. This is good. Alright, I think that's what we'll go with here. So let's go ahead and take a look at where things stand. But I'm going to wrap it up right here. This is just going to be a short episode, episode 1. It's a good stopping point before we get into the mess of day 2. But, you know what? I'll take it. I'm only outnumbered by about 6,000 men. And if I play my cards right, this could work out in my favor. So I'm going to be very conservative on day 2. Let me know what you guys think. I'll probably wait a day or so before I record and upload the next day's battle. So I'll give you a chance to kind of have some input about where you think I should go with my strategy, how this should look, what do you think I should do, should I stay tight together and kind of play for the draw and watch for an opportunity to maybe jump on an objective and steal a win, or should I get a little bit more aggressive? Love to hear your thoughts. Go ahead and use the comment section below, and we will see you again with day 2 here in the next day or two. Thanks for watching, guys.